Have you ever wondered why every car has a giant hole in the front for air? That opening is actually a massive design flaw that kills your range and wastes your energy. Traditional radiators create a wall of wind resistance that forces your motor to work much harder. But a new electric vehicle has finally deleted the radiator to achieve the impossible 0.13. This machine does not fight the wind because it uses its own skin to stay cool. Imagine a vehicle that breathes through its belly instead of gulping air through a heavy metal grill. The engineers at Aptera looked at how dolphins stay cool while swimming at very high speeds. Nature does not use noisy fans or bulky radiators to manage the heat of a body. It uses the large surface area of the skin to move thermal energy into the environment. By following this biological blueprint, they created a massive aluminum plate under the entire car structure. This specially engineered belly pan acts as a giant heat exchanger for the battery and motors. Inside the aluminum are tiny channels where coolant flows to carry heat away from the electronics. As the car moves, the air flowing underneath pulls the heat away with zero drag penalty. This means the car stays perfectly cool while remaining as slippery as a high-speed jet. In a normal electric car, the cooling system adds nearly 100 pounds of dead weight. Every extra pound you carry reduces the total distance you can travel on a single charge. By removing the radiator and fans, the Aptera saves 50 pounds of weight for better range. Traditional fans also draw hundreds of watts of power directly from your precious battery pack storage. You are literally using your battery to cool your battery, which is a very silly loop. The Aptera system is passive, which means it uses the motion of the car to work. The faster you drive, the more air flows under the car, and the better it cools. Even in the scorching heat of the desert, the system maintains a perfect and safe temperature. Engineers tested the belly pan in temperatures reaching over 120 degrees with success. The massive surface area of 2 square meters provides more cooling than a standard car radiator. In the freezing winter, the system can actually reverse to keep the battery warm and efficient. This keeps your range high even when the outside world is covered in deep white snow. If a rock hits the bottom, the system is thick enough to handle the impact easily. A punctured radiator would leave you stranded, but this distributed skin is built to be tough. It is a structural part of the car, which means it serves 2 purposes at once. This is the power of first principles thinking, where every part must do more than one. By ignoring a century-old automotive tradition, they have created the world's most efficient car. The car does not just look like the future, it functions like a highly evolved organism. We are finally moving past the era of bolting separate parts onto a frame for cooling. Now the cooling is the frame, and the frame is the cooling in one elegant solution. This shift allows the car to use only 100 watt-hours for every mile driven. That is significantly less energy than any other electric vehicle currently on the road today. Now it proves that we do not need bigger batteries to get more range from our vehicles. We simply need to be smarter about how we manage the air and the heat together. The radiator is a relic of the past that belongs in a museum of old machines. Aptera is showing the world that the most efficient path is the one nature already took. By turning the entire underside into a radiator, they have solved the biggest problem in physics. The air remains smooth and the car remains cool, while the range continues to grow longer. This is not just a clever trick, but a fundamental shift in how we build things. When you stop fighting the air, you can finally start using it to your own advantage. The result is a driving experience that is silent and smooth and incredibly cheap to run. No more humming fans or vibrating parts to distract you from the beauty of the road. Just a pure connection between the machine and the environment as you glide through the world. Every line of the Aptera was drawn by the wind to ensure the lowest possible drag. And the cooling system was built by physics to ensure the highest possible thermal energy transfer. This is the story of how a small team challenged the giants of the car industry. They did not ask how to make a radiator better, they asked if it was needed. The answer was a resounding no, and that choice has changed the future of transportation forever. Now we can look forward to a world where cars are as efficient as the birds. The age of the heavy and thirsty machine is over, as the solar age begins today. We are finally ready to drive into a future that is powered by logic and nature. This is the most aerodynamic production car ever built, and it is only the beginning. Now, the belly pan is a silent hero that makes the dream of a solar car real. It proves that one smart idea can replace 100 years of expensive and heavy engineering. The road ahead is long, but we have the efficiency to travel every single mile easily. Welcome to the evolution of the electric vehicle, where the skin is the most important part.